So I'm here with my new Calefort wine fridge. It's a really neat one. So it's got half of it is going to be for wine and half of it is for other beverages like beer and pop. So I'm really excited about this. As you can see, it comes in a very case. They just drop it off at your door. And it's actually not that bad. It's easy to move around. It's not that heavy and very well packaged. So I'm going to open it and then try and get it all set up.
It's really packed very well, but it's easy to take out. So you just remove it from the box. And then what I did is I just slid it around on the floor with a carpet. And then I have this little tool that removes the staples and just got it out of the box. And a pretty simple process.
Just finished an unboxing my Calefort fridge. It's a wine and beverage fridge, and I really like the design. Very easy to put together, and I'm just plugging in right now. I'm gonna wait for about a day to kind of let it cool, but really sharp design, very sleek. This is in my dining room area and living room area, so it's really nice, very high-end quality. So first impressions are very good. So this side, you put the beverages, like you put beer or pop or water, and it's got these racks, these stainless steel racks, and then this is really neat. On both sides, you can change the ambient lighting, so it's orange, blue, no light, or white light. So we're going to put it on orange for now, and then you can set the temperature differently. And then just to note that if you don't touch the fridge for about 5 minutes, then that will go blank. It will just show the temperature, and then once you kind of want that screen the menu to show up, then you just touch that bar and then it'll show up. And this side is going to be for wine, and so you can see they've got some wooden racks, quite sturdy, and this is kind of nice. They can also change temperature from Fahrenheit to Celsius, and of course we're in Canada, so we have Fahrenheit. I like my wines around 12 to 14 degrees, and I like pop a little bit colder, like 3 to 5 degrees. But very easy to use. That's of course what you'd use to kind of adjust the temperature. But very quiet, very easy to use, kind of no fuss, no muss. I like that it's got those two different color designs. So far I'm very happy about it, so I'm going to just wait for 24 hours, let it cool down, and then start putting some beverages inside. Yeah. So now the Calefort wine fridge has been able to settle in, and you can see there's no noise at all now. Only when you open it, then the fan will open, but it's really nice. Again, it's done what it's supposed to do. So there's two compartments. The nice thing is that this side can be for your beverages like pop, and it can be colder, and this is a solid kind of wall here, so that's why the other compartment doesn't have have a different temperature. So if you look inside here, you can put a number of different sizes of beverages. You can have like a smaller, like regular beer can size, or the big boys, and you even put in some water in here, right? So different type of sizes. I like the kind of versatility, and it's very nice and chilled. It's 3 degrees. And again, as I mentioned when we first started this, you can just turn on the menu, and then it goes to different select, black, white, orange, and blue, depending on what you would like. And then on this side, I've got my wines in there. So this is kind of very attractive for me because I have a larger fridge downstairs, and sometimes I entertain upstairs. And what happens is that I have to end up going all the way downstairs and upstairs, downstairs. But now I can basically store all the stuff that I would like to use in a given night up here. And then I don't have to always go downstairs. So it's kind of like your working cellar for the night. Okay, so now I've had a little bit more time to kind of play with the fridge, and now I kind of understand it. So I want to get close-ups. I don't think I got very good close-ups last time. So if you see, when you just touch a fridge, first of all, you'll just see this bar. There's nothing here, it's only 3 degrees. Once you touch it, you'll see it. So there's on-off switch, which I don't want to touch. Then we have this light bulb. So that is how you change the color. It's from 4 different settings: no color, white light, orange light, and then blue light. So I'm going to put this back on. Let's put on white for now. This is the temperature, but this goes up and down. So you can go up, or you can go down. So that's how you do it. And then, of course, once you change it, the fan's starting to run. And I'll show you also on the other side, you'll see same thing. It's got a thing for Fahrenheit and for Celsius. So it goes Fahrenheit and Celsius. And of course, a light setting. It can actually hold 20 bottles. So 3 on each of these columns. And then on the bottom, another 2 bottles. And I'll show you, I didn't actually take it out in the first instance deep enough, but actually each of these is quite deep, if you can see. So you can hold a bottle in there, so 3 bottles in there perfectly. And let's say you want to have bigger bottles, it can actually hold magnums. So if you see in this column, I have champagne, I have a magnum of Angelis, and I have a small bottle. So it can hold different sizes, and I guess you just take out one of the racks to do that. And then on the bottom here, you can actually put another 2 bottles. So in total, you can have 20 bottles of regular size. Even in this situation, I took out one of the racks because I have a magnum in here. So that's kind of how it goes. But I'll also show you, very easy to take out the racks. So if you look at this, so it's very, like, you know, if you want to have different sizing, so I'm just going to put in this rack, this new rack. So I'm going to take out all these bottles here for now. And because I had a magnum in there, I took out one of the racks. So I'll just show you how to put in the rack. It's very easy. So you just slide in the peg here. There's a little peg that it holds, and then you just slide it in. So when you want to take this out, and again, this is how deep it goes. That's why you can have 3 bottles in there, because you can have 1 bottle here, 2 bottles here. When I first did it, I didn't realize it's this deep in. The only place that's not that deep in is the bottom, because it's got a fan underneath there. So it's quite deep, so it can hold 3 bottles. It's very easy to kind of get this in. So there's a little hinge here. So all you do is take the hinge, it's in, and then I'm just gonna get the hinge and it comes back out. It's very easy, and it's very sturdy. It just comes out completely. And as you can see, the racks come out, and you can get all your wines pretty easily and see them. So all in all, I think I'm really satisfied with this fridge. It's very convenient, easy to put together. I really like it. It's actually very stylish, and it keeps my wines really cool. And I think, again, for beginners, it's a great starter because you can have both beer and wine. And just to have a little bit of 20 bottles is quite good for your really good collection of wines. And then for people that are more advanced, this is kind of your working everyday fridge that, again, can help you where you host people, and some people don't want to drink wine. You have that option of having water, pop, beer at your hands anytime, so it's very accessible, and you're not fumbling around looking for bottles in your fridge. You've got basically the 20 bottles that you need for the night, or for your occasions. So now we're gonna have some fun, because now I've stocked the fridge, I've shown you all the features, but now I'm gonna show you what I have in my fridge. And again, I use this for my working cellar. So over the next week, I have some friends and different occasions. So I've already kind of stocked the fridge with what I think I'll need for the next week or so. So let's go on this side first. I'm gonna turn on the light. And again, you just get to the panel, and you turn on the light. So you'll notice these things actually slide out, and I don't think we need any interest about what type of pop and what type of water I have, so that's not that interesting. But one of the interesting things is, for example, tonight, I'm going to a friend's place, and I'm gonna bring a bottle of champagne. So I'm bringing the 2014 Le Gras Blanc de Blanc. And so I have it now in the area that I store my pop, because that's at 3 degrees, so it's got a really nice cold temperature. So I'm just having this short term so I can bring it tonight to the function I'm going to, but normally I'd have it on the other side. So that's the nice thing about this type of cellar, that you can actually have different temperatures, and I can just move the things around, and again, it's working very quickly, right? So let's show you what I have for the next week or so and what I'm doing. And again, this is a classic example of what I just need wines, and I need them so I don't have to search for them. There's a number of wines. I'm probably not going to use them all, but at least I don't have to search for them in my bigger fridge. And that's stacked, and I got to pull out all the bottles. Here, it's all here. And so it's a much smaller cellar. So one night, I'm going to show you. I'm going to have just kind of simple wines. So viewers and subscribers are familiar with this wine, Chateau Grand Village. I've done a video review of this. And so it's just a simple wine. So this is more for just, it's good wines, but not people that are actually wine drinkers. They're just, you know, I would like them to have good wines, but you don't have to be overly ridiculous with the wines. Same thing with the Penley Cabernet Sauvignon. People are familiar with this. You can search this on my channel. I've also done a review of this. And so these are for one night. Another night, I'm going out. I think I need a Bordeaux wine. So this is a wine that I might open, the Fort de la Tour, 2010, great vintage. And then this is a wine that I brought back from my trophy wine hunt, my latest trophy wine hunt, the 2015 Trotanoy. And as viewers and subscribers know, I'm very high on the 2015 vintage as a drinking vintage. But you know, I can pull out these wines, I have them at my hand, and then I know that, you know, I might use them, I might not use them. What do we have at the top here? Oh, this is Valbuena number 5, 2017. And it's funny when it happens. Why do I want to open this wine? Because the label is kind of wrecked. I know this is kind of silly, but you know, I don't really want not a clean label, so I'm going to drink this wine. But I should do a review of this wine also. And I don't know if you can hear in the background right now, but now because I've opened the fridge for so long, the fan is going a little bit, but it's not very noisy. Even when it's going, it's not very noisy. But of course, once I close it for a little while, it'll just shut off. It's actually silent when it's normally running. So I've got an Italian night. So let's start with this one. I'm gonna bring some wines for my Italian night. So I'm gonna probably bring the 1971 Mascarello Barolo. But whenever you have these old wines, you always have to have kind of safety wines, just in case this wine is not, you know, showing well or is corked or whatever over the hill. So these are kind of my choices for safety wines. The 2013 Barolo. This is the Vina del Rocca, and then the 1983 Biondi Sandy Reserva. And I think these should be pretty safe wines. But again, if you look, it can store back in. It's really easy to get these bottles back in and store them. And you can store 3 per layer. So that's the nice thing about this. Just pops back in. What do I have on this? Oh, this is a wine that I might need. We got to meet some US wines. So this is Cornell. This is the 2015 Cabernet Sauvignon. So I've had a number of Cornell wines, and so no association with Cornell University. This is Cornell out of Bill Cornell out of the Napa Valley, but still a very top-end wine. So I'm interested to try that. And then on my bottom layer, I'm getting prepared for my comparative tasting of the 2022 Discours, which is the wine of the year for Wine Spectator. And I also picked up the 2021 vintage of Discours. And so it's going to be interesting to do a side-by-side of these two magnificent vintages. So again, this is how I use this Calefort wine fridge. I think it's really useful and it's very handy. Even for a person like myself who's got a lot of wines, this makes my life very easy, and I can find wines right away. So I've got 20 wines for the week to choose from, and I don't have to sort them again. And, you know, if something comes up and I think, wow, I better think of some other wines that I might want to bring, I can bring up here, and it won't kind of bother the whole thing, and I can find these wines very easily instead of a lot of times I'm scrambling. I'm going to dinner, oh, I have this wine in mind, but I can't find it. And so this way I've already got everything nice and kind of ready to go. So that's the usefulness of this fridge, and I'm really enjoying the fridge. So far everything is going really well. Our temperature is great, and you know, I can feel just by the champagne it's really cold on one side and the other side is a different temperature, so I like that. I can always kind of adjust the temperatures to my liking. I can get it colder or a little bit warmer. So I really like the flexibility of this fridge. I really like the design too. It's beautiful. It looks sturdy. It looks quite beautiful. If you look at the finishings, it's very nice. I really enjoy it. It's very high end. And so I really enjoy this fridge. So if you kind of go and see my comment section, there will be a code for you if you go to the Calefort website and you buy any of their products before December 2nd, because they're having a Black Friday sale to that December 2nd, 2025. You will get 18% off any purchase. Thereafter, you get 13%. So there will be a code in the comment section, and you can go to that. And again, I'm pretty sold on this product. I think it's a very good product. Cheers.